On behalf of our whole team, I'm excited to share with you our project, Raindrop and Ripple. We definitely had more content than we knew how to fit in a 10-minute video, and so this video will kind of jump around a little bit, but I'm going to be here to kind of narrate, so hopefully you can connect the dots and understand both the story and the gameplay. So part of the exposition in a cutscene and some dialogue, we learn about this tribe of turtles who their job is to protect these magical runes that kind of maintain balance in the ocean. We meet this main character, a mother turtle who is just setting off to lay her egg. There's some introductory puzzles and obstacles that she faces, just kind of learning the controls and mechanics. And eventually she arrives at this nest and lays her egg. You can look at some of the visuals on this island. Everything in the game was handcrafted, and all the mechanics were built from scratch. So the mother turtle is expecting to come home to a little party celebrating her egg, but instead finds this shark circling. All of the villagers have fled. This mom turtle named Raindrop has a conversation with the matriarch turtle who tells her that she needs to run. She has to perform a ritual that will start the egg hatching process. And until she gets off the island, the egg can't hatch, and so she's trying to run away from this shark. Notice it getting kind of dark and muggy. This was intentional. We kind of wanted the game to serve as a metaphor for postpartum mental illness, so we kind of wanted to show this feeling of being dark and alone. The shark antagonist also represents this kind of mental illness of being ominous, intrusive, and very isolating. After another dialogue, Mother is given her quest. She receives the staff, which has the seer stone on one side and a shark tooth on the other, so she kind of has this dual weapon where one side is for attacking and the other side can be used to kind of work magic. So she clears those out with the spear and then uses the stone to move this rock, and that kind of becomes part of her mechanic, is she can attack with one side and then work puzzles and move obstacles with the other side. She was instructed to head back to her nest and check on her baby, at which point the seer stone acts up and opens up into a vision. So this is the other half of the game. Players now get to control Turtle in the mother's vision, so she's seeing basically the path that the turtle will take. In this first kind of vision she sees, there's these enemy, the baby has no way to protect itself and no way out, and so she knows she needs to make some changes. She leaves her spear for the baby to use, or her knife I should say, and then kills the bird nest. And this kind of showcases the mechanical loop in which mom is able to make changes in the past that then help protect the baby in the future. Little panorama of the island, swaying palm trees, blowing leaves. So now in the future the baby has access to the knife because mom left it there, and the seagull that previously came to kill it won't show up. Baby gets these green hearts which acts as checkpoints and kind of seal the fate so that nothing can change in the baby's timeline. And mother is also not able to change anything that the baby has used. So part of baby's task was to go collect these rune shards. The runes are shattered because the tribe of turtles was disbanded by the shark, and so now baby's job is to go gather them. Mom has to then prepare the landscape so that baby is able to get all 5 shards. So we'll show this little puzzle here. Clearly baby couldn't jump across that. There was no way for him to get across to get that rune shard that was up on there. Mother Turtle gets her first item, which is a seed pouch, and with it she can move these seeds that she finds on the island around. So by placing it there, now in the future the seed grows and baby is able to use that kind of boost. For this next part, we're going to show mom solving all the puzzles. In theory, there'd be a lot of back and forth where baby would have to go find the rune and figure out where the stuck points were, and then mom would come back in the past and kind of clear the path. And we anticipate quite a bit of back and forth to figure that out, but we're just going to show them all happening at once. So you saw the mom turtle killed that big crab and then cut down a bridge and planted some yellow seeds. Now we see baby use those yellow jump seeds to jump up a series of obstacles. Grab another rune. This rune shard would have been under the big crab that baby can't get past because it's too fast and strong, but now baby's able to get through and cross the bridge that mom cut down. So again, with some back and forth, mom has cleared the way in the past for baby to have a chance in the future. Baby still has to face some obstacles, lots of platforming and little combat sequences, but for the most part, mom made it possible for baby to get there. In the story, the baby gets all 5, but is unable to get to the fountain where he's supposed to deposit the rune shards because something has blocked it. In the past, you find out that this big crab knocked a rock over that blocked the pathway. So now, mom turtle needs to do this kind of mini boss fight that involves defeating this giant kind of daddy long leg crab, knocking all its legs. When it's defeated, the crab stumbles and knocks over a rock and appears to be defeated. Mom's able to use the rock and find a pickaxe that allows her to break certain types of rocks. She'll break that one. She broke those rocks in the crab arena, which players wouldn't know this yet, but actually makes it possible for baby to defeat the crab in the future. The mom turtle also needs to find a way for the baby turtle to make it into the fountain. Again, it was blocked by a big rock, so now she's able to clear that one out and set up this kind of runway up the canyon for baby to work its way in another route. Mom also uses some seeds to set up some of the things that the baby will need to face the crab boss. And now baby has access to these things, the different seed boosts, and is able to clear the obstacles, get past the coconuts. Oh, get hit by a coconut. And work his way into the fountain. There's the fountain straight ahead. You can see with the UI there he has all 5 runes, so he was hoping to deposit, but the crab is still alive in the future and still trying to stop. The way to beat this boss fight is to use those stones and use the seeds to run up the crab arm and deal damage to these boils up on its shoulder. Between getting stuck, the crab will kind of lunge at you and you have to lure it in so it hits the glowing stone and then it gets stuck. Baby defeated the boss, has access to another checkpoint, and that basically concludes the whole first level or first sequence in the game. We're not going to show you the rest of them, but just so you can see some of the visuals, this is the next level, which would be the forest area. Working your way through different obstacles for both mom and baby. Once you get through the forest, you'll be up in the mountain area, and mom and baby have different skills and items that they each are kind of acquiring that allows them to advance. To finish off here, we'll give just a quick bird's eye view of the island, and that concludes the video. Thank you so much for watching.